In this video, we're going to solve linear inequalities, graph the solution set, and write the solution in interval notation. In our first example, we have 7 times x is less than 21. We're on the lookout for all values of x such that if we multiplied by 7, the result would be less than 21. You can follow the same procedures for solving linear equalities as you do linear equations, but with equations, usually you find one number that works instead of a bunch. So let's take 7x less than 21, divide both sides by 7. The 7's cancel, that gives us x less than 3. That's the solution. All numbers less than 3 will make this statement true. Because there's so many numbers, sometimes a graph is used. You mark off your cutoff number. In this example, it's 3. All numbers less than 3 will fall to the left of it on a number line. Because this inequality is not underlined where we can include 3, we use parentheses at the number. Some of you may be used to open circles versus parentheses. Open circles are totally fine. Interval notation just tells you where all of your solutions lie without the number line. So all numbers less than -3. In our second example, we have 10x less than -20. To solve that, we take 10x less than -20, divide both sides by 10, and that gives us x less than -2. Again, it's strictly less than -2, so when we graph, we're going to mark -2 on a number line. Don't include it, so use parentheses or an open circle, and then we'll shade left because all numbers left of -2 on a number line are less than -2. The interval notation, that just includes all numbers less than -2. In our third example, we have -4x greater than 10. -4x greater than 10, divide both sides by -4. If you have to multiply or divide by a negative number in order to isolate your variable, your inequality has to be turned around. I'll discuss that below. But since we're dividing by -4, I have to turn my inequality around. 10 divided by -4 simplifies to -5/2 or -2.5. Mark -5/2 on a number line. All numbers less than will be to the left of it. Interval notation, -infinity up to -5/2, include all of your solutions. Now below, the reason we have to swap directions is if I take a couple numbers like 2 and 12, 2 is less than 12. But if I divide both of these by -1, my results are -2 and -12. On a number line, -12 is to the left of -2, and therefore it is smaller. And I have to turn my symbol around to make that statement true. Solve each inequality, graph the solution set, and write the solution in interval notation. Just like we did on the first slide, we'll take 3x minus 4 greater than or equal to 2. If your symbol is underlined, you get to include the magic number, so to speak, the cutoff value. To solve for x, we're going to add 4 to both sides. That will leave us 3x greater than or equal to 6. Divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So our solution to this statement, all values of x as long as they are 2 or greater. To include your cutoff number, you use a bracket or a closed circle. Numbers that are greater than 2 will be to the right of it on a number line, so all answers will fall inside of 2, including it, or larger. The example below, we have 2x plus 11 less than 7 plus 4x. I'm going to bring that up here. Using the same techniques you would if that were an equal sign, we can subtract 7 from both sides. And I'll let you guys pick these routes in class. If you subtract 7 from both sides, that leaves 2x plus 4 less than 4x. Now, we subtracted 2x's from both sides. leaving 4 less than 2x. Divide both sides by 2, and you have 2 less than x. Flipping that around, x greater than 2. So this is our solution. All values of x greater than 2. At the top right of your screen, I made the analogy between the open circle and parentheses. Either one of these notations is fine. It's a matter of what you're used to. If you've had this previously in high school, you may have been shown open versus closed circles. When I was going through school, it was always parentheses versus brackets. They're both fine. All numbers greater than 2 will fall into this interval. And our last example, 3x plus 5 greater than or equal to 8 plus x. We subtract x on both sides. That leaves 2x plus 5 greater than or equal to 8. Then subtract 5 on both sides. That leaves 2x greater than or equal to 3. Divide by 2, x greater than or equal to 3 halves. Including the 3 halves, you can either use the closed dot or bracket. All numbers greater than or equal to 3 halves will fall to the right of it on a number line. So either of these graphs are fine, and this is your interval notation. That just says all solutions are from 3 halves or larger.